might be slightly dangerous.
Oh no.
For the zombie. I have no idea why the zombies do this. I mean, I guess he's supposed to be, like, digging, but, like, to me it just feels like he's trying to, like, doggy paddle through water, but through the air. Whoa, look at this. Here are our two hyper communities. The Gathering, the one on the left, is the YouTube progression, and the Hamlet, the one in the middle, is our Twitch progression. They are running at the same time, and I'm doing them both about, 4 to 5 times a week. So make sure you're watching both the YouTube progression and the Twitch progression if you want the maximum amount of State of Decay 2 Lethal Zone. Yes, they're both in the Lethal Zone action. Remember, the one in the middle, our Twitch community, is going to be our forever community, so there are some differences, including the boons being chosen differently than the Gathering. Anyways, let's get in there. And here we are. I'm going to be playing as...
And you're the best folks for the job, so...
Oh yes, they want fuel. I completely forgot about that. So we're going to be playing as Haley Cannon, and the first thing I'm going to do is call in some survivors. And that's because we need allies. Now, I have some things to sell, and I specifically do not want to sell to... I don't want to sell to these people over here. Why? Because they're neutral. And neutral does not give you full price on things. So it's very important that we... Also, I guess we also need to look for some fuel. You know what we can do is hit that location first. See if we can get a fuel rucksack, deliver that to them, and we can go from there. That's going to be the plan, at least. We need it in order to build up our relationships, because remember, when you get somebody to the allied status, well, they get a bonus, and some of the bonuses are really, really good. At the same time, it's probably a good idea to be careful. It is Lethal Zone, after all, and the name implies that it might be slightly dangerous.
Oh no.
For the zombie. And for my car, apparently. Looks like that bloater, for all of its clumsiness, has managed to not even get close to me. Squish. Just leave me alone. Okay, I think we're clear. Oh, there's one of the plague samples we need. We need plague samples. Are we seriously just getting more and more zombies? That would be Lethal Zone, wouldn't it?
Better take care of it for good.
Oh, I see. We ricocheted into those. That's funny. We ricocheted right into those stupid, oh god. Into the spiky barrier. Okay, let's see if we can find a rucksack of fuel. If we can, we'll be nailing a lot of things all at once. Well, it's a start. It's not exactly what I'm looking for, but it's a start. Now, if we can get a second plague sample... Oh, if we get another plague sample, that would be another way to get a rucksack of fuel. Because whenever you do the Cure for All Seasons, they always give you a rucksack of fuel. It's a guaranteed thing. At least I'm pretty sure it's guaranteed. If it's not guaranteed, well then, gosh. They'll be sending me for the whooshamagoogle.
Locked. Oops. That was loud.
Oh, I thought I'd be able to catch him in time.
Oh no.
Nope.
Oh, that was close. Almost made a mistake. Okay, zombies, you can all die, please.
I have to rest.
I would really like it if all the zombies died.
That plague heart is nearby. We can't really secure this place.
They're not really doing a very good job of that, though. I'd really like it if they would be dead. But they're kind of doing the opposite of being dead. They're being alive. And it looks like day is breaking. That means we'll be able to be a little more aggressive. And the fact that we have, what do you call it? The fact that I can't even think of it now. The fighting gym is up, gives us a... Oh, man, there's so many things that we need to loot, but we can't. Well, I was hoping to do it in one trip, but it looks like we're going to have to make multiple trips. So be it. The first thing we'll do is sell. It's not that big of a deal. Everything is pretty close by. It just means we'll have to run a few extra errands, a few extra trips. Let's see if we can run a few zombies over and maybe get another plague sample. Ah, speak of the devil. Speak of the plague sample. Okay, this is just going to cause a nice little domino effect of objectives. So we've got the 2 plague samples, which we can now give to what's-his-face. Right over here.
How are you? With these plague samples, I can make something that'll cure blood plague if one of us gets infected. We're happy to share the recipe if you need it.
Yeah, it's just that,
Appreciate it.
just that local plague sample recipe that everyone happens to know. Like, it's no big deal. It wasn't my plan to use this weapon as much as we are. Also, it looks like these guys are friendly now, so I can actually just sell to them.
Something for you. As long as even one of those damn plague hearts is left, I won't sleep well at night.
I think you'll be okay not sleeping at night very much. I think it'll be fine. Okay, so, jar of cocoa butter, 102. Copy of encyclopedia, 34. Chunk of honeycomb, 34. 2 tubes of fireworks, 34. Pretty nice overall. And then, can't forget about that stuff.
How are you?
Okay, let's see what you've got.
The canning station, 119, baby. And another chunk of honeycomb, 34. I will...
How are you?
New items to
NANI?
trade.
Alright.
They took it away! What? What? They took it away! Get out of here! All because, I'm so sorry you didn't click on it at time. You know, like, we would have sold you those, like, building materials, but now, nope, you took too long. Where am I going? Okay, the boon traders fill her up.
I'm coming to meet you.
That's a relief.
Okay, step 2 is we'll introduce ourselves to these guys.
Working hard or hardly working?
Yeah, just like get greeted or whatever it is. Okay, what do you have for sale? Fuel. You don't have building. I'll tell you what you don't have for sale is building materials. Next up is the boon traders. I still can't believe that. I think that's the first time that has ever happened to me before. This car is looking rather beat up, so it would be nice. What is this? Road racer? Check the trunk of it real quick. Checking the trunks of vehicles can be a good idea. Okay, fuel. I mean, it was a good idea. I'm hoping for... If we can find, like, a repair van, that would be amazing. Repair vans always have repair kits in the back. Looks like they're occupying that fruit stand right here. Not the most, I'm just gonna say, like, I get it, it's full of food and whatnot, but not exactly the most fortified. So these guys should become our first allies, because they started as friendly.
It's good to see your ugly mug. Get it.
Yep, the boon traders now have the supply drop command. Now that means they sell at a discount to us as well.
Hey, would you like to trade? Why not?
Building materials at a discount. How nice. Good. Okay. Now, while we're here, we might as well collect even more building materials because, well, it might come as a surprise, maybe not to newer viewers, but to longtime viewers, it will come as no surprise that, well, Fox needs building materials. It's just the way it works. In 7 Days to Die, the Forge hungers for metal, and in State of Decay 2, the base hungers for building materials. It's just the way of the world. Oh, can I refuel this? Okay, look, that's good. I was worried about topping it off because, you know, I'm trying to eke out more efficiency, and since I know this won't totally fill it up, that means we're not capping it out. Actually, let me clean up my inventory. Can throw this in the back. Now, these should have some good stuff. Now, in the stream, I actually looted both of these very recently. I hear a zombie nearby. 7 lootables in here. That's pretty impressive. 11 chemicals. I'm sorry, 11 chemicals. I gotta get my pronunciations right. Now, in the stream, I was able to find a crossbow, which is really sweet. No such luck here. Just yet. Not that I expect to find a crossbow in here, but, like, you know, we were able to find a crossbow, which was nice. Oh, wow. A pack of menthols and a mod, and there's a guy right across the street that we can sell to. That's awesome. There's the rucksack of building materials. What else do we got in here? We still got 2 more things. Big wooden crate. Another sack of material. What? This place is the best. I always have such a strong memory of this place being, oh, I guess there's 3 things left. This place has never failed me. It's always had good loot. Bullets. Okay, we're gonna need to dump some of this off. Yeah, and there's those guys right over there. In fact, they're so close that I could just sell to them right now. Or my inventory's completely clogged up. That's also a possibility.
It's good to see.
We got a big problem here. We need help now.
85 influence for the bike general, 102 for the pack of menthols, 17 for those. Very sweet. Very, very good.
We can't stand by and watch crap like this happen.
I'm sorry, I was too focused on, like, how great the loot was to really notice anything of what you just said. Couldn't care less. Oh, man, there's the second pack right there. Second rucksack. And there's still another half-finished house, whatever that one's called. There's another, like, building under construction that we can go to.
I don't think we're going to.
Okay, parts? Who cares? Like, everything else. Like, a pack of menthols, mods. Oh, man, that was great.
That's a lot of stuff.
You know what? Let's just... We can make multiple trips. It's not that big of a deal. Very convenient that one of our allies are here, too. Completing that quest also allowed us to gain a decent chunk of standing. As I said, normally gaining standing would be bad, but in this case, I mean, it's still not, you know, like, it's a double-edged sword. You know, the faster we gain our standing, the sooner we'll get to meal plan, but the faster we gain our standing, the harder the game gets. On the other hand, though, we do have the particularly dangerous... This car here is quite dangerous to the zombies. In fact, this guy is about to get the squish-a-magoogle. The spike-a-magoogle. It's the advanced one. The spike-a-magoogle. And let's go ahead and deposit a bunch of this stuff. Boom, boom, boom. We're okay on food, right? Yeah, we're right on the money on food, right? Yeah. Okay, building materials are at 17, so we should be able to upgrade here. That's important because now we'll finally be able to cure our injuries. That was the thing that was holding us back. Let me go ahead and patch myself up a little bit.
No getting around it. We need more fuel.
Yeah, well, one thing at a time. One thing at a time. We also need to repair the vehicle. How much do we have? We've got 64 parts. Unfortunately, we're going to need more than that to repair the vehicle. So I need to be a little more careful with it. I mean, the vehicle's not smoking yet or steaming yet, so it's still okay, but, you know, let's not treat it too roughly. Ooh. There we go. One of the things that really hurts in Lethal Zone is that the enemies give you half the amount of influence they normally would, sometimes even less than half. And that really sucks because there are so many enemies in Lethal Zone that the influence you would gain would actually start to pile up over time. And it would actually make a real difference. Not really going to be the case, though, in Lethal Zone, I'm afraid. I don't think so. Now, if I remember right, there's typically loot over here. Yeah. I don't know if it's necessarily good loot, but I do remember there being little knick-knack loots. And I mean, even parts would be fine. 6 parts, you know, not outstanding, but I need them. I need everything right now. Okay, here's another knick-knack. Yeah, this little residential loop is really, really good. It's got a lot of good stuff in it. And even though it is covered in plague territory, right now it's kind of a bit of a gimme just because the quantity of enemies isn't that high. And then what's more is we have an ally who appeared right over there, making it a lot safer. Like, in the event we were to get into trouble, it wouldn't even be that big of a deal because we could run over to our allies and, you know, your allies, although not invincible, they are, you know, they can handle a lot of zombies. Yeah, even if they don't want to, even if they don't want to join us, that doesn't mean that the Fox Republic can't put them to work. But who wouldn't want to join us? The question isn't whether or not people want to join us. The question is whether or not they're worthy to join us. That's the real question. Oh my gosh. It's just like raining the loot. This is just, it's great. I love it. Oh man, the residential area, it's just right. It's just perfect. 12 gauge shells, you know, not exactly what I'm not really going to be using shotguns, but
We're good. Don't see any of them around here.
And there's the last lootable. Man, overall, we're going to be bringing a ton of supplies back to the base.
I don't think we're going to find anything
Nice.
else here.
Deposit this. Let me go ahead and loot this real quick.
No sign of creepers here.
This is probably a bunch of little knick-knack located. This is probably, you know, even though it's a building, it'll probably just have a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of knick-knacks, I assume. Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly it. Oh, we've got a water cooler. We can sell the water cooler. That should be worth 85 influence. I don't even know if they're going to be able to afford all of this stuff we're selling to them.
How about we see what we've got?
Oh, they got 296. Never mind. They can afford it. So we'll sell that. And I'm actually going to sell the boombox as well. I will also buy this toolkit. A fair trade, I think. Oh. I don't think so. This will help to get the vehicle back on its feet. I mean, like I said, it's not. I mean, I feel like it's very close to starting to get smoking. There we go. Still needs a little more work, but, you know, that puts it in the positive direction.
Not bad.
Oh, look at that. +1 fuel. Not bad. I agree. Ah, time to take a draught of Mountain Dew. Oh, yeah. Some parts and chemicals. Behind it is a... Let's check out this pharmacy.
I should be careful of plague zombies around here.
It's all good. We've got an ally nearby. Gun store is pre-looted, unfortunately. Got a knick-knack right here. This is another gimme location. This is great. At least it stacks. You know, if it's going to be a knick-knack location, at least it stacks. Oh.
As long as that plague heart is nearby, we can't really secure this place.
We don't need to. I'm going to be in and out in a jiffy. Just give me all of the good stuff and I'll be gone and we won't even have to care about those stinking plague hearts and garbage like that. Doesn't completely stack, but that's okay. Rucksack is what I'm mainly looking for, and of course a mod wouldn't hurt. Oh, what do you know? Unfortunately, I can't really use much of that. No, you don't. Another victim of the whooshamagoogle. Okay, I don't wanna constantly make trips back and forth, so I'm probably gonna sell some things to them.
Hey.
Would you like to trade?
Okay, so we don't really need seeds, I don't think, because we're not really, our community has another way of dealing with food, so I'm never gonna build a garden. I'm probably also not gonna need that. So that frees up a little bit of space. Let's see if I can put anything in my car as well. I have no idea why the zombies do this. I mean, I guess he's supposed to be, like, digging, but, like, to me it just feels like he's trying to, like, doggy paddle through water, but through the air. Either way, like, it's very, very, very insurgent-like behavior. Yeah, we can't just have people doing that. We're super sus. It's like sus to the sus-teenth power. Okay, let's see if we can collect a little more. The power tools, we can sell that. We're not going to use the power tools because all it does is speed up our facility action speed. That's really not that important. Ethanol. Where is the rucksack hiding is the question. Aha! This has got to be where the rucksack is. One of these important looking blue containers.
I'm pretty sure.
Thought so.
Hello out there. I have some
Ah, the Trumbull Trader.
from Trumbull Valley.
What would I ever do without you, Trumbull Trader, selling a bunch of stuff I never want?
I need a rest.
Nah, you need to sell stuff.
Hey.
Here we go.
Good to see you again.
Look at this. 170 influence for the set of power tools. Mmm, delicious. What else can we buy? Oh, let's check our cargo. Oh, we got ourselves, policeman zombie. Let's go ahead and bully him a little bit. And I'll take a Wits EXP. Adds a little bit of, salt in the wound. Oh. Didn't even notice. What an idiot. What a stupid zombie idiot. Oh, a knick-knack location. Don't mind if I do. I feel so much better now that we have that fighting gym up. Like, that little extra boost of health is really making things feel, you know, like if I make a mistake, it's not the end of the world. I better not make too many mistakes in a row. But it still feels as if it's not the end of the world, which is interesting since it kind of is the end of the world. A screamer? Whatever, I feel like we've outstayed our welcome here. Let's go ahead and run all this stuff home. I don't think I care about any of those. Can we... No, we can't locate materials for a little while. We need to make sure that keeps on going because, well, we need a lot of materials. We need, like, well over 100 materials. Lots and lots of materials. I mean, I felt the urge to squish him, but at the same time, I don't feel like, you know, like, let's not excessively increase our standing. You know, just because I'm not as afraid of increasing my standing doesn't mean I just want to do it. Boom. 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 Looking good. All right, so this thing will be done in about 5 minutes. Oh, I forgot. In the... Oh, man, at first I felt like a ting, of just like a little twang of like confusion and disappointment because I forgot in the Twitch progression we actually found ourselves a gorgeous white noise machine in the beginning of the game. And I was like, where's my white noise machine? I know I looted one, but I'm getting the two communities mixed up. So what do we need? We need fuel. Let's go look for some gas stations or something, because like fuel appears to be our main concern. On the Twitch progression, it's food. We just had that stupid quest where they steal 5 food from you, or 4 food from you. I'm like, just what I needed. Knick-knack, found it.
Oh, I found something.
Splitting wall, I'll take it. So apparently Undead Labs have adjusted the way that the siege mechanics work again. So now it looks like you can defeat an infestation simply by killing all the screamers. Before, you had to kill everything. You had to kill... Oh, that's right, there was something in here still. I gotta remember to grab it real quick. There it is. Yeah, a bottle of decent gin. It's decent. That means I want it. Anyways, yeah, so before... To destroy an infestation, you had to kill everything. You had to kill all of the screamers and all of the regular zombies. And if other zombies wandered into the area, they would become part of the infestation. Their bodies would be added to it. So you might find yourself in a situation where you gotta kill like a unrelenting onslaught of zombies, especially on higher difficulty, where the sound of combat constantly calls more zombies in.
That's pretty heavy.
That's no longer the case. Now the rule is that all you got to do is kill the screamer. Once the screamer is dead, all the infestation is considered dispersed. Now, of course, if there are multiple screamers, you'll have to kill every one of the screamers. But once you do kill all of the screamers, they're toast. That is the end of them. That's all she wrote. And that's pretty interesting, I gotta say. Not something that I'd expected, but it makes sense, at least, especially in the, well, not at least, but in the context of the State of Decay story, it makes a lot of sense considering that the whole reason the infestation appears there in the first place is because they're lured there by the Screamer. So you would think that by killing the Screamer, it would cause the other zombies who are only there in the first place, who are only infesting the building because of the Screamer, that they would disperse. And that's exactly how it works now. On the other hand, a bit of bad news is that now the Plague Hearts, if I understood it right, are capable of sending their own sieges your way as a way to kind of prevent you from never having a siege. I guess unless you kill the infestations. That would be one way to do it. Or kill all of the Plague Hearts. I haven't encountered something like it yet, so I don't really know what it's like. Let me see if there's anything to sell. Yeah, I got some little knickknacks to sell. The question is, who do I want to sell to? You know what? Let's just go to the Open Rangers. They're the closest by. We'll sell this to them. I'll double check their inventory because I honestly didn't look that hard at it. And then that'll probably be the end of today's episode, considering that we have done what we can. Anyways, first up, let's see what these guys have for sale. Thought a Pharaoh was chasing me at first. Thought I heard that skittering clatter of their claws.
Hey, you.
Let's trade, okay?
All right.
So the bottle of decent gin was worth 34, the flare is worth 4, and the box mine is worth 17. Now you guys don't seem to be selling anything I want in particular. Yeah, none of that looks especially good.
I don't want to be here any longer than I have to.
Ah, don't be picky. There could be food here. We need to be here as long as I need you to be here.
Locked.
Check the other door. Nice. Unlock the door from the inside. It's locked on both directions. Whatever you say, game. So this tartan mart should have a little bit of food in it. We don't exactly need food at the moment, but I won't turn it down either. Having a little bit of a reserve stockpile wouldn't hurt. Nice. So our infirmary is officially upgraded, and that means that we can actually start healing from our injuries. Before, our injuries were just kind of sticking onto the characters, but now that's going to resolve itself and give me that... Oh, there we go. Give me that last little bit of food. Or that last little bit of health that I'm missing. Oh. Guess we'll see if anyone else heard it in a moment. Yep. Let's finish with a quick search. Shutting the door on him. And, no, I'm not going to sell any of that. The Molotovs will come in handy when we need to burn out infestations, so I don't think I'm going to do any of that. Let's go ahead and just throw all of this in here. I think that's about going to be... I think it's going to be good enough for today's episode, though. We've resupplied, like, we have our base more or less set up. We've got the workshop going. We now have the... I can't even think of it now. The infirmary is now strong enough that it's capable of healing us. That's another important thing. And then we have decided to resolve our health issues with a... No, not my... I won't let you do it. I won't let you get it. There we go. No, you don't. Okay. As I was saying... Oh, looks like we're back at capped at food. Not a bad problem to have, but, you know... It is junking up our inventory. If we can find some spare repair kits, we can get that vehicle. Oh, of course, it's the aunt, the prepper. It's always the aunt, and she's always dead. Don't you guys get it? The aunt never lives. Haven't you seen this game before? The aunt is always dead. Anyways, let me know what you think down in the comments section. Like the video if it was entertaining. Remember, join my Discord, and you can watch the Twitch live. We got a big State of Decay 2 community in the Discord, and remember that there is a Twitch progression in the Lethal Zone if you want even more State of Decay 2 action. Anyways, let me know what you know in the comment section. Subscribe for future State of Decay 2 content. Of course, remember that you don't have to be good to get good.